Hello everyone. So Harlan asked this really nice question about RegRipper and if whether you know the tools that you're using or not. And while I know his question wasn't really about like just how to use RegRipper and the plugin, even though it might be, but I thought it was good to just go there and create a video about how to use RegRipper and achieve what Harding is asking actually over here. So what we are going to do is use RegRipper to check the run key values. So what I'm going to do first, and let's assume that either you already have the registry keys that you want to work on, or you already acquired them, I mean, or let's say just for testing purposes, we are going to save them now and then work on them, see how to use the Harlan's RegRipper to parse that key. So what we can do is reg save, or before we even do that actually, let's do who am I just to find the SID. So this is the SID of the user. We want to pull their end-user.dat, and the reason why I want to do that is because the run keys are found within the end-user.dat and the software hive. So if we want to test, we can pull this and the software hive and run the plugin against it. So what we can do now is save reg, and then we have hive key users, or you can do just HKU, and then we have the SSID. So we have that, and then I'm going to call it IE user dash nt user dot dat to save that. Reg, oh sorry, so it's reg save. Okay, so just a mistake. So reg save the path that you want, which registry key, hive, and then the output. We saved it over here. Now if you've never used RegRipper before, just run rip, you'll get the help, which is really very helpful. And then all we need to do is rip -r to specify the hive, and we have this one is our hive that we want to work with, and then we want to parse or use the run plugin, and I'll show the plugin in a little bit. So if we just do that, now we can see that the run plugin has been executed against our hive, and as you can see, it checks these two hives, okay, and it checks for what auto starting applications. So we can see excuse me, we can see under software, Microsoft Windows current version run, we have these two applications which are being executed at each run, or each like whenever the user is logging into the system. These are auto running, so we can see that, and these are found over here. We'll verify that in a little bit. So we can see OneDrive and this one decode, I added it over here, and then we can see under these other locations there is no other application being run. Now if we go, by the way, to the plugins directory, so if we go to the plugins directory and go to run, okay, now if you go to run and then just edit the plugin, you can see the details about get contents of the run key from software, okay, so you can see, and it's telling you also from where it's being pulled. So it's telling you it's being pulled from these two hives, and all of the details are down here. So the paths also, these are all the paths that are being checked when under the software. So when you are parsing, or I mean the plugin, once it's being used to parse the software hive, then all of these paths are being checked. Once RegRipper is being used to parse the end-user hive, then all of these paths are being checked. So as you can see, it really checks not just the run but also the run once keys. So it's good to double check what your I would say plugin is actually doing. Excuse me. So if we want to go and verify that, we can just go here, and I can go to this location and then software, and then if we go there, you can see these are the locations that we have, decode and OneDrive, and in run once we don't have anything. Now what we can do is, again, just for testing purposes, what I'm going to do is I can probably like add here a value, let's call it rip or run once test, okay, and just add the value. So we can now, if we save the hive again, so let's call it number 2, okay, and now if we run our against number 2, so this time what we will see is we can see our run test has been parsed. So the run once has been parsed, and we can find that. Now there are there's another thing which I want to show in another video about RegRipper and how you can use it with a really other fancy tool. I'll show that in another video later. But that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful, and see you in some other video. Thank you and have a good day.